Hello everybody, welcome back. I hope you're doing great. My hair, I don't know what is happening there. Okay, so there is rain. I don't know why, because nowhere in the weather says it was going to rain, but it is, which is what you're hearing right now. It just stopped, but it keeps stopping and raining, so I was like, instead of me just waiting, I'm just gonna record what I was going to record today, and hopefully the rain doesn't get as horrible and it just stays as a drizzle, just in case if it happens. I'll just try and speak louder. So it is nighttime, but I am recording a little bit of a different video instead because I want to do more of these videos, like I said, and it's been hard to record Sundays. So I'm just, since I got this little light here, and it has been helping. The last videos I recorded with this light looks decent. I was like, I might as well just take the chance and do more longish videos on those days that I don't have to record any reactions or anything like that. Today we are going to talk about something that I have been seeing going around a lot, but I never thought of just making a video of it. But because news of a Survivor show that involves this is going to happen, I was like, maybe this is a good chance to talk about it, because I have my own like opinions and stuff about it, but I have seen a lot of mixed reactions and opinions about it as well. And you guys can tell what it is by the title, but it is AI, especially AI in K-pop. So AI is something that it has been growing very quickly, and for me it is sort of scary how quickly it is growing. People have very mixed opinions about it and feelings, while others do like it and use it in their day-to-day life for whatever reason they use it for. Other people are not too happy with it, or even a little bit scared of what is going to happen. AI is really here. People are like using it to try and replace people for work, or trying to, you know, I don't know, just weird things are happening with AI. And in some points I kind of see it as a tool to help people in the work, but when it comes to doing all the work and replacing a person and possibly just making a person lose their job in this economy, and how horrible it is to look for a job, because here it is as well. I don't know how I feel about it. Like, for example, you know, people are just talking about it recently more, but for example, Duolingo, the app, recently, and it was on TikTok that this appeared, at least for me, the CEO of the app. If you don't know, Duolingo is like a language learning app. I tried it once, didn't really vibe with it, and uninstalled it from my phone. I didn't go to, you know, in with it, honestly. But recently the CEO announced that they were going to start using AI. I don't exactly remember what exactly they were going to start using AI, but they said they were going to start using AI on like lessons or something like that. And people are very angry about it, to the point that they left comments feeling very disappointed about it, and some even stopped using the app and uninstall it. And I remember I saw another TikTok of the CEO talking about it, like he had to come out, I think it is a guy, had to come out and do some kind of damage control. I'm pretty sure because they saw the numbers go, you know, just plummet down very quickly. And even up to this day, even after that, whenever a video of the app appears on my For You page, I'm like, let me see the comments, let's see how it goes with everything that happened. And the views and everything and the likes are not the same as the other ones before, but also the comments are still talking about the whole AI thing. And I don't think people really like that. I don't know if Duolingo is gonna be able to, you know, salvage themselves after that. But we're not really talking about that. We're talking AI specifically in K-pop. Now, again, we have been seeing it being used in a few things, or possibly even being used, because some of them haven't really been, it's true, it hasn't been like confirmed, but people do think it has been used on some stuff, and fans are really calling out about it whenever they see it. It's like this is AI, or they think it is AI, and they call the companies or even the groups for using it. Mainly companies I have been seeing, not really calling out the groups for it, mainly calling out the companies for using AI for whatever reason. And either company change it, or they release a statement, or they never say anything and it just stays there as if it is true or not. And also now, which is the main reason why I'm doing this, AI for survivor shows. So we are just gonna talk a little bit more about it little by little, and just, you know, I'm gonna throw it there what I think about it, but you guys can also tell me what you guys think about it. Do you like the idea or not? So I have my notes, and I did find a few things to talk about, so I have everything ready right here. So let's see how this goes, because it just, I'm very on the fence about it, okay? When it comes to AI in K-pop, has it been used? Yes. Fans have figured it out, and they call the companies, like I said, and the companies usually respond, usually not. It's just, is what it is. But for the most part, I have just seen companies talk and respond about it whenever fans say, hey, this looks like AI, what the hell is this, no, we don't want this, that kind of thing. But I'm going to mention a couple that I did find that were confirmed, or that fans, they have their suspicion that might be AI, but you never can confirm. So the first one that I found, this is probably not all of them, but these are the main ones that kept appearing whenever I was like looking for AI being used in K-pop and all of that. So the first one is Madain Uno MV. Now this one, I made a whole video talking about it. I'll put it at the end. If I can't, I'll put the link below so you can see it. I was very angry and frustrated when this music video came out, and I saw that half of it, at least half of it in my opinion, is all AI made. The intro is AI made, the solo shots that the girl had like with flower dresses was AI made, some other scenes were AI made, and the ending was AI made. Just again, like half of this music video is AI made at least, and I was so frustrated. And then they acknowledged it. I think it was the CEO that came and said something. I talked all about it in the video that I made, and they released another version called a natural version. I don't know why natural version, and when they released it, there was barely any AI, if not none of it. It made me think, if you had that much footage of the girls dancing and solo shots and all that, why will you use AI for it? You know, like you had a good chunk of material there to make a whole music video. And if it is simple, even if the letters, even if the titles that you use to, you know, put the name and the title and all of that are simple, there was no need for AI. They released that, they acknowledged it, but it was mainly because fans were calling it out and be like, hey, like half of this music is AI. What the hell is happening here? Another one is aespa Supernova music video. Now this one is just a very small part of the music video for what I remember. It was mainly the part where they're not moving and it's only their mouths moving. I think it is. That is mainly the one that was being talked about when I was looking information. So this one, people did call it out, but it was also mainly because it looked weird. Now I didn't mind it, and honestly I still don't mind it, because one, it is a very small part of it and it kind of fit the, you know, the concept and the image that they were going for, but also it just looked weird for me. I was like, oh, this is probably using AI. It's weird. It was such a small amount, you know, a small part. I was like, that's weird to put on. Maybe it has to do something with the concept, fit the music video, something fun to throw out there. So I didn't really mind it. These other ones that I found, at least two of them, are actually album covers. So Billie's mini album cover for Appendix of All We Have Lost. Now this one, like I said, is the cover. When you first see this cover or pull a picture of it, you see it and it's like, oh, this fits, because if you compare it to the other mini albums covers, it was perfect. But then fans started seeing weird things with like there was like an extra finger on one of the hands, the pages or the book looked kind of weird, and people were like, is this AI? And they started calling it out, and they even said that they were going to boycott the comeback if they didn't say anything about it being AI, because it was kind of, you could kind of see it. Like, maybe me putting the picture here is not enough, but if you find it and you really zoom in and you start looking at details, it looks kind of like, huh, that is an extra finger on a hand. The artist actually that made it, they confirmed that they used AI. Now, from what I saw, the artist said that they started using AI as a tool for the art or album covers or everything that they were doing as a tool to help them in a way. That's kind of what I understood, but they also said that fans were starting to message and explaining why using AI wasn't their favorite, why they didn't like it and all of that, and talking about this cover and all of that. They kind of, you know, in a nice way, at least I'm hoping, they explain to the artist, you know, this is why we're not liking AI in covers and K-pop and all of that, and the artists, they acknowledge it and apologize and all of that. So at least this is a good, you know, thing. Now I don't know if they actually changed the cover. I don't think they did. I'm pretty sure they were already too deep in to change it and like redo everything, so I'm pretty sure they used it. But at least in this case, the artists, they acknowledge it. The fans were able to express themselves to the artists as to why they didn't like AI being used, and the artists, they say something about moving forward trying not to use it as much, or try to learn how to use it properly. It was somewhere around there. And then the last one was Kiss of Life Love Yourself concept photos. Now this is another one that was never confirmed. I didn't see any statement or anything like that, but fans do think it was AI. Now the main thing is, it is the girls, but it is the background mainly that people thought it was AI made. It's as if the girls were like posing in some kind of green screen or something, and then they added the picture at the background, and that picture was the one that was made with AI, at least. In fact, we're calling out mainly something. I will say, okay, I will say I saw these pictures first and I was like, I don't think so. But then the more you look, the more you go into detail, mainly on the background, like ignore the girls, go in the background, you will see weird things. There is one, I don't remember which member, there is this tower behind them somehow, and the tower kind of goes like this, and then all of a sudden it goes like, it just looks weird. If I will find the pictures and like zoom it out what I mean. And also there is another one where the background, it looks like a store or something like that, but what it says is all gibberish. It doesn't make sense what it says. It's like not, it doesn't, you know what I mean? So that's mainly why people thought this is AI. Now the whole vibe they were going for this was very dreamy and soft, and the pictures really don't match that vibe they were going for. So I will say for a tiny second now, with this moment right now, I do have to call out fans, not all, but a good chunk, because I have seen so many things, especially on TikTok, my For You page, while I was researching this, was that it started appearing a lot. Now I have reset my For You page in a way that it doesn't show it to me as much. I just started looking for other videos, so I didn't keep seeing them, but there were a lot of videos of fans using AI apps to make an idol or a voice of the idol sing a song. So it's not really the idol singing it, it's just an AI voice that sounds like the idol singing a song when they're not really singing it. And I have seen that idols sometimes find this and hear it, and they are kind of weird out that, you know, it sounds like them, but they do know they never sing this song in their life. So it's like, how does this come out? And it's just a fan using AI for that. But another one that I have been seeing, that I wrote the name, it's Hug Your Crush apps is the main one that kept appearing, where fans take two pictures. It can be themselves and an idol, or two idols that they really like together. Let it be two female, two males, let it be from different groups, doesn't matter. And the app uses AI and whatever to make those idols either hug, kiss, or even be the fan and then hug and kiss their idol. That appeared quite a lot. Just no. That is weird, okay? And I do have to take a moment to, call out fans that use these type of things for that. Because if we are calling out idols and companies and groups, mainly companies in this case, when they use AI, we kind of have to do the same for the fans, honestly, because this is just weird. What do you mean you're using an AI app to make it look like two idols that probably never interacted with each other kissing or hugging? I understand you have a fantasy, but no. Maybe people that do this, please just stop, okay? No, it's weird. I can understand you have your fantasy, your dreams, so that's totally fine, but just keep it to yourself, maybe. Don't use it and just, you don't know how many videos I saw while I was researching this. I was like, I need to reset my For You page. And it took me a bit, but I was able to do it because there were just so many, and ads as well that were like appearing. But then I would see videos of fans using that with idols or themselves to kind of, and I was like, no, I need to reset my For You page. This is getting creepy and weird. But I do have to take this moment. If you do that, please, no. Why are you doing that? If you do it, keep it to yourself. Don't post it. Keep it to yourself. I don't know why, but keep it to yourself. Thank you. Moving on from that, there has been attempts to making AI groups, and this might be the longest part because there is a bit of information here. But I was trying to find a list that I saw a while back talking about all AI, but there was also virtual groups in there. Never found it. Never. But I did found like 3 or 4 groups that kind of has to do with it. So I was like, this is more than enough to make this. So we're just gonna talk about this. Some of them are actually AI, some of them are like a mixture, some of them are very confused by what exactly they are using to make it, but we're gonna talk about everything. So the first one that did appear was I don't really know how to pronounce it because it is AE and then it says aespa, but essentially this one still confuses me. All of this still confuses me. So aespa is a girl group, of course, but they also created themselves in a virtual world called Kwangya, butchering that, but there. And they created themselves in this virtual world using virtual characters and making themselves, there's this whole virtual version of the group out there. Right now there's this other one that has to do everything with this, that it is AI made from what I found, that is called Naevis. And this one helped the virtual members of aespa be able to come out to the real world. And also Naevis debuted, I keep doing this. Naevis debuted not too long ago as a soloist, for what I saw. I didn't write the song, but it did debut it. The AI, Naevis, not too long ago solo. I remember seeing the music video because I was very curious about it, but I didn't remember to write out the song. But I'll probably put clips of music videos here and there so you can see them. And honestly, surprised me. This is SM. SM debuting an AI idol? What? Very confusing. It is SM, but they did. And I do remember Naevis a bit because aespa was doing some kind of tour, and again on TikTok gives me a lot of content, honestly. It kept appearing videos of the aespa concert, and there were a segment apparently that was Naevis performing her soul song, I'm guessing, and people were not screaming, sitting down, and even taking that section to go to the bathroom, probably get some water, food, something before the concert. It kept going with the aespa members, and I was like, that is fans really have a way of speaking out and being like, we don't care about this, we don't want this, what the hell. I didn't see that Naevis has released any more songs, but there is another character that has to do with the whole aespa world that they created virtually. Now the next one is Maeve. Now this one, from what I understand, is not fully AI, but there is AI involved in it, but there is real people, like voices in it, so it is kind of like a mixture, but it's still AI. So from what I found that has to do with Maeve, it says it is a South Korean virtual girl group formed in 2023 by Metaverse Entertainment. It consists of Siu, Sena, Tiara, and Marty, who are hyper-realistic 3D CGI members that were created using machine learning, deepfake, and 3D production technology. Formed in 2022, it was reported that the entertainment was, I'm guessing, it says they're a subsidiary, Jesus, I cannot talk, of the game developing company Netmarble Corporation, and they were preparing to debut a virtual idol group. The group's creation reportedly follows a change in the Korean music industry as K-pop groups and entertainment companies delve into the possibility of introducing various forms of entertainment into the metaverse. Although the group isn't the first to include virtual idols, they are the first K-pop group created entirely with the metaverse. The group is able to communicate in 4 languages: Korean, French, English, and Bahasa. I'm sorry. Due to the help of an AI voice generator. But their voices and choreography are created by undisclosed human performers. So again, it's not fully AI because there is people behind it when it comes to the voice and the choreographies, but there is some AI generated when it comes to the talking part, is what I'm guessing. So they did debut on 2023. I mean, this is an article, it is pretty old, it's October 4th, 2023, but it did talk a little bit more about Maeve as well at the kind of endish. Metaverse Entertainment used AI technology to generate faces, merging the features and hairstyles deemed most desirable into 4 final characters. The company employed motion capture technology to record real-life K-pop performances that a deep learning program then used to animate music videos. The group's vocals are part human, part AI generated, say Metaverse Chief Technical Officer Kan Sun-koo. Our goal is to create fully AI-driven virtual humans that are really believable, he told CNN. Again, they still confuse me because they're not fully AI, but at the same time, they want them to be fully AI. So I don't fully know, but so far I haven't seen absolutely anything with this group. They debuted, and I don't know if the comeback actually happened, but it's been a while since people have heard about Maeve. Now the other one and this one they confuse me a lot, which is why I left it for the end, honestly. It is called Eternity. I'm gonna read to you a bit about what I found, but I'm still very confused by it. So it says Eternity, but also is written differently. It's a South Korean virtual band formed by Pulse 9. The group debuted on March 22, 2021 with a single, I'm Real. The group consists of 11 members. I'm not gonna say all the names, but they're there. And they're created with artificial intelligence technology, Deep Real. So they were first called Eternity, but then they rebranded in 2023 with another name that I don't know how to pronounce, but I'll still put it here just in case. I'll be putting pictures as well. But going back to a CNN article that I was using when we were talking about Maeve, in the music video for the latest single, I'm not gonna try to pronounce it, members of South Korean band Eternity dance in perfect time to a bubblegum pop beat in a neon pink room decorated with school uniforms, celebrity posters, the design camera movements, and quick pacing changes are typical of the K-pop genre. I can never say that. That has become a global phenomenon in recent years. Hold me tight, lean on my shoulder, one member sings. But the group's fans cannot do either of those things, physically speaking, because none of the Eternity 11 bandmates are real. Built using AI technology, Eternity is one of the latest South Korean acts, pushing the boundary between real and virtual entertainment, and the group's creator and management company Pulse 9 believes that computer-generated stars have a significant edge over their real-life counterparts. I don't know how to feel about that, but okay. As with most popular K-pop groups, Eternity members include a group leader, vocalist, rappers, and dancers, but one member in particular, Se-in, can do it all. Se-in has a combination of characteristics that most humans artists will be hard stretched to pull off. says the film CEO Park Ji-yeon, she can sing very well, rap very well, and she can be creative as a fashion designer, and she's naturally born actress. With the help of real-time face swapping technology and AI-generated voice, Zayn is played by 10 different people, including actors, singers, and dancers who lend their talents to her avatar as needed. In one video posted on Zayn's Instagram account, for example, she deftly rides a longboard beside Seoul's Han River. There's a pop music Zayn, actress Zayn, reporter Zayn, that we just saw told CNN in a Zoom interview during which she was played by an actor. Through Pulse 9 said that its AI software can create Zayn's voice and generate speech without human input. Better Zayn and Six so unique advances that we can do what one person cannot. The only thing we cannot do is an autograph, she added, her eyes smiling. It does tell me how they were made. So it does says that they began the process of bringing Eternity to life by designing his members' looks. Park's team generated 101 unique digital faces inspired by existing Korean celebrities before dividing them into 4 categories: double, sexy, cute, intelligent, innocent, and narrowing the selection down to 11 via an online poll. Using deepfake and motion capture technology, Pulse 9 then produced the band's first music video in 2021, and then the reaction to the video was mixed. Many social media users felt that band members' face expression looked unnatural and divorced from their bodies, while others cited the uncanny valley effect. But 5 months later, when Pulse 9 created Eternity's next music video, No Filter, followers noted that the group was almost indistinguishable from the real thing. I'm surprised how realistic they sound. The visual look more realistic than the debut song. Where's the most liked comments on YouTube? It's AI, but there is a person behind. You know what? I'm confused by this one. If somebody knows more or can actually like fully explain it to me, I would highly appreciate it, because it does confuse me a bit, okay? Again, I don't know if there is more, but probably some that I haven't heard of or I couldn't find on the list, because these were the main ones that I kept seeing. Again, some of them I do think are fully AI, some of them I don't think, and I think it's some more of a virtual thing that they are doing. I don't know why. I think they just keep experimenting with AI, and the whole thing that I was seeing the most is, well, they will never disband then if it is AI. I mean, true, but at the same time, it cannot be cheap to make a group that is all AI. I keep saying AI and I'm focusing on AI because for me, again, like I said, virtual and AI are 2 different things. The main example that I can give is Play. I keep bringing them up whenever I talk about this stuff, but it's the best example, and I do really like this group. Play is a full virtual group. There's real people behind them. They use motion capture suits. That's how they do everything that they do, and I really applaud them and I really respect them, because those suits can get hot. They have a bunch of things on them when they perform and record and do lives and everything that they do. That is expensive. That gets very hot very quickly, unless the ones that they have doesn't do that, and then they spend even more money, but still it is expensive, and I applaud them for what they're doing. It is not easy, but that is a virtual group. There's real people behind them, there's real voices, everything. They do everything themselves. That is a virtual group, okay? That is the best example that I can give you when it comes to a virtual group. For me, I think virtual groups, again, they're expensive, but it is the thing that we're going to see most if it keeps happening. The AI groups, I don't know, I think they keep exploring with AI and it's probably not working how they want it to work, and people will realize virtual is probably a little bit better, even though it is expensive. Another thing is, with AI, yes, you can tell them, you know, do this, do that, speaks this way, but I don't know, it doesn't feel genuine. You know, like it feels empty still. It feels like, yes, they're doing something, but it still feels empty. It feels like a robot is doing it just because a person told them. You know, it's not like we play again that it's a virtual group. You hear them laugh, and I just laugh as well. And there's real people behind me. It just feels, I don't know. But there is AI groups out there, there is virtual groups out there. The last thing I wanted to talk about, which is the main thing why I decided to make this video, is the AI Survivor Show. Now, all I know from the Survivor Show is that it's for girl groups. Some members are going to go there and kind of compete, and everything is going to be judged by AI in this case. The show is called A Idol, is how it's called. Now, there is a trailer for it. I was trying to find it, I couldn't find it, but I saw some kind of trailer out there. I don't know if it's still out there, I don't know if it was deleted, I don't know, but I couldn't find it. But I did saw it, and that is the main one that I saw that I was like, this is actually happening. So there isn't that much information about this. All I know is that A Idol is the first AI-based K-pop audition program which features Lodia, an AI audition producer, to provide fair evaluations and feedback on singing, dancing style of 36 idols and resemble the best idol team. There is 6 groups that are going to compete: Chilling, CSR, WOA, Purple Kiss, Lysum, and Dream Note. I do know like 3 of them, the rest I really don't know too much about. Other than this, there isn't that much information about it. Now, a few things here that I do want to say before I finish this video. 1, again, I did saw the teaser that I saw. I don't know if it's a real one, I don't know, but there was a line there that said, "Who lost their shine." I do not like that, okay? How about groups that weren't promoted properly, that were failed by their companies? How about that? I don't know if, again, some of them I do know, some of them I not. I don't know too much about, but I think promotion plays a huge part when it comes to groups, and there's companies out there that don't see the value in it. Is it expensive? Yes, but you will lose money for a bit until the group is well known and can get that money back to you. And these groups, at least the lineup, it feels like it is groups that the company didn't give the chance properly. You know, so when you tell me who lost their shine, it feels as if you're saying this group's members didn't do anything, you know, they didn't put work into it, and now they are failing and they have to be on this group. You know what I mean? I don't like that phrase. When I saw it, I was like, I don't know if I like it. So it just put a bad taste in my mouth. But that is one thing I was very weird about it too. Again, the AI judge. The whole thing is, because whenever there's a Survivor show, people think the judges have preferences. They tend to treat some trainees better than others. There is a lot of manipulation when it comes to votes. That has been proven with a few Survivor shows and all of that. So they think an AI judge is going to eliminate all of that and be more fair when it comes to eliminations and saying feedback and all of that. Now, AI can still be manipulated by people. I just say that first. I mean, it has a code and all of that, and people made it, but it can be changed if they want to. Let's just start there. So it's more of who created this AI judge that, you know, says it can, you know, give feedback better than a real people. Now, I do hope there's still people, actual people, helping the members with everything during the show, and the AI is just there to judge, and that is all. But I also hope companies are using this for promotion. I think there's a group that is going to be formed from it, but still, I hope people still use it as promotion, honestly. And that is all. It reminds me of Kingdom Puzzle in the sense of forming a group with other idol group members, but AI. I don't know if the fans are going to be able to vote, but the judge is AI. Now, why AI is the other thing that I think to myself. Again, I'm guessing it's because AI is being talked about more and more. They wanted to jump in the trend of AI and created this, but I also think it has to do a lot with I love the celebrity shows being on controversies when it comes to manipulation of votes and all of that, and they think AI is going to resolve all of that because it's AI. But again, AI can be manipulated by people if they wanted to. So who even knows? When it comes out and I start seeing the episodes or at least clips, we will see how it goes with this AI judge because it's supposed to be fair. But that show is happening. I don't know exactly when it's going to start, but it will happen. I'm sad like some in purple kids are there, but hopefully at least it helps them with promotion, even if they don't make it to whatever group they're going to make. Okay, so I'm adding this here because I still cannot believe this. But I recorded this video yesterday. Today is June 6th. And yesterday was June 5. That's the day I recorded this. I'm saying it for a reason. And it hasn't even been 24 hours since I recorded the video. I don't know when it is going to come up on the channel, but it hasn't been 24 hours from me recording the video to me recording this clip. And I woke up to reading about something that I was like, what are the chances that I just recorded a video about AI and this is happening? So I usually don't read too many news from this place, but I saw it and I was like, what are the chances? It hasn't been 24 hours. What the fuck? So I'm gonna read to you the title. I have the whole article on my phone saved and I'll be putting pictures here and there if you want to read the whole thing. I just wrote down a couple of things. And I'm just going to start by reading to you the title, because with that, it's going to be enough to tell you, why it has to do with the video that you're watching. The title is RBW, which is an entertainment company, teams up with AI avatar chat app Amigo, which allows users to exchange explicit chat messages, plus video calls with AI characters. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna put this clip, but at some point in the video, I said, or I'm gonna say, that we're going to see more AI in K-pop sprinkle here and there. It is gonna be like a little sprinkle, but it's going to keep growing. I didn't mean it to happen, not even 24 hours of me recording that, okay? No. So, on the article, it does says that this app is by KLL EON, and apparently there's already 4 idols from this company on it: Kara, Junji, Mamamoo, Solar, Oh My Girl, Hyojun, and Yumpo's Gianna. I think I wrote the name wrong, but it's a member from Yumpo's. It is AI, okay? It's not the real idol there that you're having a conversation, having a chat with. It's an AI made from the idol. What? Again, I said it was gonna be sprinkled, but it's not. It didn't mean it to happen. Not even 24 hours of me saying. Okay, so another thing that they were explaining a little bit about the app. So essentially, it said basic stuff that you can do on the app is to exchange messages there. And there is a pay feature that gives the option to exchange explicit conversations and video calls with the AI. And the word explicit is there. And I'll put a picture that they put on the article, but you can see that it's basic. And then the paid, there's a spicy on it with like a chili pepper. And literally says spicy. So you are acknowledging it that people are going to pay to have explicit, maybe sexual stuff with an AI that is made from a K-pop idol. You're acknowledging it because the word spicy is on it beside the paid part for you to be able to call and have video calls and everything. People are not gonna use this to have a very innocent talk as if the idol is there and there is their friend and they're having trouble. And, no, they're not gonna use it for that. I'm sorry, but no. The trouble that they're going to be having is another one that I cannot say here, and they're gonna use that for it. Oh my god, this is for sure. Okay, so the last thing that they were saying is the people, because people are already boycotting this, of course, and even saying to report the app as offensive, illegal, and abusive content. Yes. And that can potentially put these idols at risk for verbal and sexual abuse and exploitation. Yes, only report the app, because at this point, honestly, reporting the app is not going to do much. It might take the app away, yes, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. At this point, people need to report the company that is letting this app do this. First off, why are all the idols females? I just started there. Do these idols know that they're a part of this? That their AI character is on this app? That there is a pay version that says spicy to it? Because this app probably already knows what people are going to be using those video calls and all that for. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying everybody's going to do that, but the word spicy is on it. So, you know, it lets you know, like, hey, if you want to have more than just a chat, pay me and you can do more. You know what I mean? And it is AI. Do these idols know that they are part of this? Did they accept it? Or is it that the company can do it even if they say no? Like, and what is the point of it? Again, it's all females. There's not a male one, at least on the list that was on the article, which is, oh my god. So people need to not only report the app, but report the company, because I don't know if it is that the company is struggling right now in money and they need it, and they were like, okay, this is a good thing to do. The commission or whatever money the company is going to get from it is gonna be huge for sure. I swear, it is because they need money. I swear. That's why they need money. That's the main thing. I swear that is, because it is the only thing that I can think of why a company would do this. People are already boycotting this from what I see. Reporting the app, I'm guessing it's going to happen. So who knows what's going to happen to the app. Also, I get the feeling people are going to start reporting the company. I don't know if, again, these idols that are already on this app know, but who knows if they do or don't. But honestly, if they didn't know about this, I would sue the company. I would sue them for something. There must be something that they can do so they can get removed from the app or something, because this is not gonna be all sweet and innocent conversations and video chats and calls and all of that. It's not gonna be. It's not. I can tell. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it because, again, it hasn't been 24 hours since I recorded the AI video. Oh yeah, to finish things up, AI really scares me a bit. Again, I don't think I'm a huge fan of it. I think it is evolving a little bit too quickly, and like I said, it can be used to help you in things, and I have seen people use it in various things to help, but when it is consuming your whole thing, you know, your whole self, and you're using it for everything, that's when I think it is kind of scary. But in K-pop, AI is not being used as much, honestly, but it's still being used. It's being sprinkled here and there with survivor shows, groups, being used in covers. It's just being sprinkled here and there, so it wouldn't surprise me if we started seeing it more and more as time progresses, and AI even progresses quicker and quicker. You know, it's going to keep being used in K-pop for sure. Using AI doesn't compare to a person doing that job. Sometimes it feels as if it is disconnected if it is using AI. You know what I mean? Well, if it's a person that is doing it, there is a connection that it feels. You can feel the emotions when some person made it, and when it's AI, it feels disconnected. I don't know, but you know, fans are going to keep calling it out if they do see it and they do think AI is being used. But also, I'm using this time to still call out fans that are using those weird AI apps to make idols kiss, or using those to make them kiss idols. Honestly, no, stop, please. That is weird. I'm still gonna keep calling it out because it is weird. Let me know what you all think. Is there any more examples that I didn't talk about that you think are AI? Do you like that AI is being involved in K-pop? Do you think it's going to keep being more involved? Let me know in the comment below, because I do want to know what people think about it. Because with this Survivor show happening very soon, I'm very curious about how it's gonna go. Honestly, I will say that. I will see clips and see how the AI judge does. But we'll see. But still, let me know in the comments below. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're doing great, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. Bye bye.